Kia ora, and welcome to day 12 of the Beer Jerk Advent Calendar Drink Along. I'm Joe.
I'm Luke.
And this is Roosters low carb Pilsner. So Roosters are a brew pub in Hastings.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Cheers.
So a regional brew pub with a fantastic brewer. And yeah, sort of starting to see a little bit more of their beer around. And we're big fans of them. So
yeah, Hastings is one of the older breweries. Roosters, one of the older breweries in New Zealand. We're sneaking this video in. We've just kicked our Christmas party, so we have had a couple of beers already. But luckily for you, Tom from Roosters is about to join us because he sent us a wonderful video telling us all about the beer and the brewery. But I first met Tom when we did a Small Gods and Zeeland collaboration. He used to brew over at Zeeland, and we brewed a wonderful Rauch beer together with a decoction mash. But it was really cool to just spend a bit of time with Tom and chat to him. But yeah, I always love catching up with him and talking about his approach to beer and brewing. And Roosters is a bit of an institution in the area. They're famous for their I think their wheat beer, right?
Wheat beer and the strong lager, the Haymaker. I think the locals love that beer. As things like Harrington's, was it? Something
Gold?
Yeah. Those kind of beers can get quite famous in the regions. The lagers that Zeeland were producing when Tom was brewing there are phenomenal, and they're continuing down at Roosters. So a great place to go and get a lager if you're on a road trip or visiting Hastings, Napier.
Yeah.
They're next to each other. Yes, they are.
Yeah. There's some good beer around that part of the country. No longer Zeeland, sadly. Pour one out. But Brave do great beer around there. There's a couple of good venues to find good beer. But anyway, we'll stop waffling, get back to our cheese party. We're going to leave you with Tom. So sending you over now to Roosters Brewhouse. Good work, cheers. See you tomorrow.
G'day Beer Jerks, I'm Tom. I'm the brewer of Roosters Brewhouse in Hastings. A lot of you probably haven't heard of Roosters Brewhouse, but surprised that it's been around for 30 years this year. The reason you probably haven't heard of it is that most of our product is sold at the cellar door here. We don't get in supermarkets. We don't really put it out to the greater world, but that's our business model here, that everything is sold from tank to tap. And like I said, 30 years this year, so a lot of longevity in current brewing. We are down the far end of industrial zone in Hastings, so if you're in Hastings, come and check us out. So the beer we're going to drink today is our low carb Pilsner. Initially, I brewed it as a seasonal, and I called it a champagne Pilsner. With that, there's a lot of confusion with the punters thinking I'd actually add a champagne to the beer, which was completely wrong, obviously. But it just got to the point of explaining it all the time. I was just getting to be a bit of a pain. So that's why I changed the name to low carb Pilsner. Like I said, initially I brewed it as seasonal, but this is now taken off as into one of our core range. Brewing the low carb, I did a bit of trial and research, looking at different low carbs on the market. And I always found they always had the same kind of problem, that they just didn't have the body. This is obviously because there's little to no sugar in them. That's how I think they make it low carb as such. It's how we make ours is like there's been a touch of the melanoglutidase enzyme in the mash tun, and in return that will convert the more complex sugars and in turn an ultra dry beer, which in turn makes it low carb, and also with low alcohol ABV as well. When I say low, ours still sits just a fraction of 4.5, which is still quite adequate. So the problem with the lack of body, I had to find some way of making body in the beer. So I found, after a lot of searching around, I found a hop called luminosa. In Latin, it translates to full of brightness. And I was like, well, this sounds very interesting. So it's a hop made by Indie Hops and Oregon State University. So it's the code between those two guys. And So essentially, it gives everything from orange peel to mango to tropical kind of vibe. It's not very oily. It's definitely not resiny. It hasn't got any piney notes. It's been bred out of it. But I thought, well, wouldn't that be interesting for our low carb to give us some body? So that's pretty much the beer making of the low carb. So let's just see we taste it. This is the low carb can. This is the new can that I've made up. If you do order online, we're at roosters.co.nz. We've got a how are you? If you go for the smell, in the rich berry trick from the Luminosa coming through. It's again, it's quite subtle still on the nose, which I wanted. I didn't want a high intensity alpha pop that was going to overtake the whole beer. So the Luminosa has really done its job here. If you taste it, it's got a nice crisp mouthfeel, obviously from the zero sugars, and the Luminosa just shines through, excuse the pun, with an orange peel kind of character, which is exactly what I wanted. To make this low carb, I would say condition it for 5 weeks, just to let it really lager out in the conditioning room. Let's have it 1 degree-ish for 5 weeks, and a nice little clean crisp carbonation at the end. I hope you enjoy drinking this with me today, and hopefully see you in Roosters Bring soon. Cheers, guys.